Hello, SweetArts. It's nice to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. Please come into my studio and let's get creative. So the other day, I'm talking with a friend, and she says to me, there are 3 reasons that I can't do art. And I said, well, what are those? And she said, first, I have no place to do it. Second, I have absolutely no time. And the third one is, I have very little money. And I walked away from that conversation thinking, you know, I have thrown those 3 obstacles in my way also, a lot, in my younger years. I used to say, I don't have any money, I can't create, or I have no place to create, or you know what, it's just not going to work for me to create. So I wanted to start dispelling the myths that we throw in front of our lives, the obstacles that we have, so that we will get ourselves back into our groove and start creating. So today I'm going to try to dispel the myth that we have no room to create. Years ago, when I lived in a tiny, tiny apartment, I found a place to do art. And I think anyone can find that place. And my art ended up in a bag. And I call this my art studio in a bag. And this was like a revelation to me, because I could keep all my supplies in the bag. And when I was done, I could just take this bag and put it in a tiny closet and get it out of my way. And when I wanted to do art, I would just pull out this bag, open it up, and all my supplies were right here in this bag. And so this really made it so that I could create. So let me just go through what I do in my bag, okay? I carry this with me most places I go. If I go to the doctor's office or the dentist's office, or I know I'm going to go someplace where I have to wait, I never mind. I never mind it, because I just pull things out of my bag and I start doing art right in the office. And it doesn't matter where I am. I can be outside and I do art. I can be in my car waiting for someone and I can pull out my bag. So it's so cool to have this handy bag. So here's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to pull out the first thing, and it's my sketchbook. And my sketchbook is a very simple, it's a Canson sketch universal book. Open it up, nice big pages in this one. But if you don't even want to go this big, you can get a much smaller sketchbook and a pencil and put it in your purse. So this is the first thing that I do, is I have my nice little sketchbook. And then I open up this handy dandy little compartment. And I carry with me a pencil that is a mechanical pencil. And the reason I do that is because you can retract the lead in it, and you don't have to sharpen it. And carrying a sharpener and trying to sharpen your pencils all the time when you're traveling is kind of a messy thing to do, but this you never have to sharpen. So I carry this and an eraser. That's what I have for sketching. This, if you have a smaller sketchbook, can fit right into your purse, and it's perfect. I love it. The next thing I have in my book, in my bag, is my various different watercolor sketchbooks. And the watercolor sketchbooks are really wonderful to take with me, because I have this very, very cool set of watercolors. This is such a great set. It's called a Koi Watercolor Pocket Field Sketch Box. And don't worry, I'm going to put links to all of these down below, so you'll be able to find these very easily wherever you are. And the Koi is really wonderful because it's set up like this so that it's meant to be out in the field, and you can do watercolors anywhere you are, whether you're in a doctor's office or out in your backyard, or you're at a soccer field waiting for the kids to finish up. You can get out your watercolors, and you can take this cool paintbrush, and it has in it a reservoir of water. And that's what makes it so beautiful. You take the little end of it off, the cork, and you put the tip onto it. You take the tip protector off, and you have a beautiful watercolor brush. It's small, it's easy, and you can use it with your watercolors. Now, I have done most of the watercolors in all of my books using these watercolors, and they just are really a lot of fun to use. So wherever you are, you're going to be inspired because there's beautiful things everywhere. I also always carry with me 3 micron pens, and these pens, you can find them everywhere. Very easy to find. And I take a number 2, a number 5, and a number 8 with me wherever I go, because I like to have the different thicknesses of the pens. I also carry with me tiny little watercolor blocks. And these are awesome because they've got a glued edge around the sides of them. And so you can really put a lot of watercolor on them and they're not going to buckle. And these are really fun to have because what they are is they are postcards. And so you can use the postcard. You can do your painting and then send it to a friend as a postcard. So it's really great fun. I also carry with me a little bigger watercolor block just in case I want to do something a little bigger. And this is the same kind of thing. It's got the glue on the sides. And you can just take it wherever you go. The nice thing about this is when you're done, let it dry just a little bit and then put the lid back on it. And it's not going to smudge or do anything to you. It's going to be great. And then I always bring with me paper towel. Obviously, when I'm doing watercolors, I need paper towel. And of course, I bring a water bottle because without water, you have no watercolors. The last thing I just want to talk to you about is I always bring with me a Bic pen. This pen is so cool because even with just a Bic pen and one of these pads, you can do wonderful drawings that just look great. And this was a drawing that I did while I was waiting in an office for a friend of mine to be done at the doctor's. And I just put this together very quickly while I was waiting for her. And so here we have it. There's no reason why you don't have room to do art. Now, this can go on if you have a kitchen table, great. If you don't even have a kitchen table, put it on a coffee table. Because just get this out and do your work on the table, and it works out beautifully. So, I guess we can't use that excuse anymore, can we? Thanks for listening. I hope to see you soon. Bye.